This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Thursday, July 30th, 2026, in the morning. Today, we track the European Union Court's ruling on VPNs, the integration of strict platform rules for ChatGPT and Roblox, advancements in wafer-fabricated 3D structures, and the massive data center construction boom.
In a significant copyright ruling, the European Court has declared that virtual private networks are lawful technical tools. This decision challenges the efforts of copyright holders to frame the use of encrypted tunneling software as inherently facilitative of piracy. The court clarified that the existence of a lawful purpose for a technology outweighs the potential for misuse. For security practitioners, this is a vital protection, as it preserves the use of encrypted communication as a fundamental operational security requirement, rather than an actionable indicator of illicit activity. The European Union has moved to apply its most stringent platform regulations to ChatGPT and Roblox. These services are now classified under categories that require proactive risk management, independent audits of their algorithmic impact, and transparent reporting on content moderation practices. This regulatory push forces a shift in how these platforms operate within European markets, moving them away from self-regulated environments and toward a compliance-heavy framework designed to address systemic risks to public discourse and user safety.
AI companies are currently pouring capital into the mass recruitment of skilled tradespeople, including electricians, carpenters, and specialized technicians. A New York Times report highlights that there is no historical parallel for the current pace of data center construction. The expansion is driven by companies with high liquidity, racing to meet the demand for AI compute. However, the bottleneck is no longer just the supply of high-end graphical processing units, but the physical constraints of power and thermal management. The industry is finding that even with massive investment, the physical infrastructure of the internet is struggling to keep pace with the power requirements of modern neural network clusters. Researchers from the University of Houston, Toyota, and Imperial College London have published a breakthrough in semiconductor manufacturing. Their technical paper, Deployable 3D Architectures from Wafer-Fabricated Precursors, demonstrates that standard wafer fabrication techniques can now produce freestanding, mechanically stable, and doubly curved 3D structures. This method achieves a level of prescribed geometric complexity, specifically Gaussian curvature, that was previously impossible within semiconductor fabrication. This development signals a potential shift in how physical sensor arrays and high-density logic modules might be designed, allowing for components to be built in 3D configurations rather than traditional flat layers. Researchers from the University of Seoul have proposed a hybrid memory architecture called NAND. This design tightly integrates DRAM and NAND flash memory to allow for direct and parallel data transfer. By eliminating intermediate buffers and existing input-output components, the NAD architecture seeks to solve the latency bottlenecks currently plaguing high-bandwidth memory operations in AI data centers.
Community chatter is dominated by the release of Agent Manager, a new terminal user interface for managing agents like Claude Code and Codex. This tool is gaining traction as developers seek cleaner ways to monitor agent activity. Second, the security community is sounding the alarm regarding an increase in malicious LNK files that lead to the deployment of the Darth Vader stealer. These files use complex command line chains, including PowerShell execution policy bypasses and hidden environment variable expansion, to maintain persistence. Third, the community is closely tracking the end-of-life status for Amazon RDS for MySQL 8.0. With standard support ending tomorrow, users face an automatic transition to paid extended support, prompting many to accelerate their migration efforts to newer database versions. Finally, security. Analysts are investigating an alleged breach involving 75 million user records at Revolut. While the firm currently denies unauthorized access and finds no evidence of a compromise, the circulation of the alleged database on cybercrime forums remains a focus of active threat intelligence monitoring. Sysadmins are advised to continue prioritizing the auditing of AI-processed documents and to remain vigilant against document-borne threats.